Cybersecurity stocks have been on a tear in the recent months. Some might argue that the run is over. I think this space will continue to prosper in the next 5 to 10 years. Let's talk about some stocks and ETFs that you should seriously consider adding to your portfolio. Personally, I'm invested in most of the stocks you will hear in this video. Hey guys, welcome to Think Finance. My name is Raj, and on this channel, I talk about personal finance, investment ideas, stocks, and ways to make money. Since COVID-19, cyber attacks have gone up big. In the same period, and not surprisingly, businesses focused on IT security and protection have prospered.
This is probably the most significant ransomware attack on one of our critical infrastructures ever.
Colonial Pipeline is the operator of the largest pipeline carrying fuel from the Gulf Coast to the Northeast. It was hit with a ransomware attack.
Last month, hackers took our gasoline hostage. Now they're attacking our meat supply.
JBS says units in Australia and North America were hit over the weekend by what the company is calling an organized cyber attack on its information system.
I'm sure you've heard about the Colonial Pipeline Ransomeware attack that halted the pipeline management operations. The impact was so severe that the governor of Georgia declared a state of emergency. The oil giant reportedly had to pay a ginormous $5 million to gain back access to its systems. Or how about the massive attack on Microsoft Exchange servers that allowed hackers to exploit vulnerability that opened doors to tons of confidential data? It is believed that around 250,000 servers, 9 government agencies, and over 60,000 private companies in the US alone were affected by the attack. Biden has warned that cyber attacks could lead to a real shooting war, and last week he signed an executive order aimed to preventing hacks on America's critical infrastructure. All this means one thing: businesses focused on cybersecurity should continue to prosper. In this video, let's talk about what next for this space and stocks I'm invested in, something you should consider as well. With all this political attention, there will be a lot of push from the public sector. Of course, private sector has been on this for years now, and with the recent work from anywhere trend, most enterprises have set aside bigger portions of their IT budget towards security. Global Market Insights released a report last week estimating the cybersecurity market to grow significantly from $170 billion in 2020 to $400 billion by 2027. That is a 15% compounded annual growth rate. Simple terms, it's getting bigger. They think the demand for cyber protection products and solutions will grow for a few reasons. Number one, demand from enterprises. Number two, government guidelines and initiatives focused on cybersecurity. Number three, adoption of cloud. And number four, investments by major tech companies in advanced cybersecurity solutions. This aligns to another report that is estimating the cybersecurity market to reach $418 billion by 2028.
We have to all realize that the cybercrime ecosystem is a business. It is a large underground business. It has all elements similar to a legitimate legal business. And so there are partnerships, and there is malware developers, and there are distributors.
So, while it might feel that cybersecurity stocks have run a lot and you've missed the rally, I think we are just getting started. You should consider buying any dip in this space for your long-term portfolio. Let's look at some stocks and ETFs that I think will prosper in this environment. There are tons of stocks that can be tagged with cybersecurity. I tend to focus on the leaders, the trendsetters, or companies that are considered innovators in what they do. It is similar to the EV space. There are tons of companies trying to build EVs, including Chinese names. I tend to invest in the leader, the company that pushed the entire industry forward, Tesla. Let's start with CrowdStrike. These guys provide real-time protection by operating on the cloud. Research from Gartner in their Magic Quadrant named CrowdStrike as a leader for endpoint protection platform. They have a subscription-based revenue model, which means recurring revenue. In 2021, CrowdStrike's recurring revenue grew 84% year over year. The company also has $1.6 billion in cash. With a profitable business, enterprise reach, and deep pockets, CrowdStrike has the capability to continue driving innovation and lead the way. When it comes to securing physical assets, think data centers. Fortinet products are some of the best in the industry. Some argue that Fortinet's strength is in hardware, mostly chips and other security equipments, and less in cloud-based solutions. As it stands today, it is true, but that only means opportunity to grow. Indeed, they have started to make investments and have built their own suite of next-gen software-based security tools. Club that with over $3 billion in cash and a healthy balance sheet, I see a lot of potential for growth and do believe that Fortinet has the ability to invest, innovate, and grow. Next, Okta, another leader in what they do. Gartner has consistently named Okta as a leader for access management. As the world continues to embrace the cloud, demand for identity and access management will grow. The company recently acquired one of their largest competitors, Auth0. With this acquisition, it is safe to assume they will own the access management space. If CrowdStrike is the new kid on the block, Palo Alto is a more stable play. The company is aiming to be one-stop platform to address enterprise security needs. Here's an interesting metric. 86% of investors are institutional investors for this company. This usually is a good sign since analysts in other companies also think that this is a good stock to own. Finally, let's talk Cloudflare. The company's primary line of business is CDN, or Cloud Delivery Network. In simple terms, it helps load websites faster, or you don't have to wait for that video to render. Cloudflare also offers security solutions that protect companies against cyber attacks like DDoS and ransomware. Security is a big market for this company, and given the recent push, company is well positioned to grow. Now, all of these stocks have risen big time, so I would not jump in with all the cash you've got and buy them tomorrow. Buy in increments, buy more on major dips, and buy consistently. If you really want to keep things simple, consider these two ETFs. Of course, they are called Cyber and Hack. Cyber is focused on larger traditional companies, while Hack offers a broader range, including smaller startups. There's a decent amount of overlap between the two ETFs. Indeed, 87% of cyber holdings are also included in Hack. Pick one, you don't need both. With cybercrimes on a rise, government and private organizations are working on ways to fight and protect IT infrastructure, systems, and operations. While it might sound like the ship has sailed, I think cybersecurity names will continue to prosper for years to come. Get some for your portfolio. Let me know if you have any favorites. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.